Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Trojans will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Iowa's offense will get the first crack at it here. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Grabs it at the 25-inch drive. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line. They'll send the back in motion. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So USC's offense has its first opportunity of the day. They'll try the run. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. What a great job they've done in Big Ten play up to this point, and you see them now feeling as if they can accomplish something big.
No doubt, Reese, and I think it's a great start to the season. Like, again, you have goals and you have midpoints to the season where you're at right now. This is where you wanted to be. You wanted to be in the mix in one of the best conferences in all of college football, and Jesse, they're doing that in the Big Ten.
Yeah, they've been able to handle the stage and handle the pressure. With every win, that makes the next game that much bigger, and they've shown up on big stages on national television, and they've been able to deliver. This game, though, is the biggest yet. If they keep on the pace they're at...
There he goes! He's got the sideline going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. From the red zone, looking for a man. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Southern Cal! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone, they'll try to follow suit here. Gives it on the option. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Working that left side now. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. They'll keep it on the ground.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Quick completion to the right. And the defense had that one well covered just a and there.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it. Sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this goal?
Brings into the open. They bring him down, and that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. They go to the wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Defense played the wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fowler. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. I don't think he was the primary receiver on the play, but when you get that open, you become the primary target.
You ain't lying, and a great job. Credit to the quarterback seeing it, because you have your primary guy you want to go to first. He sees him wide open, delivers the strike. That's the guy you should hit, the guy that's open. Don't get hung up on that first guy all the time.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
Pulls it and fires to the left. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm, but after that last running play...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Trojans!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole, he saw it, he put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Got his man down the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Hawkeyes in a good spot here with second and short. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he's got some space. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Solid run on the last play gives this offense another first down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Hawkeyes in the hurry-up.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. Had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch.
Deep shot for the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Let's go. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Pass to Sticks and still on his feet. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams. Turning it on! And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Trojans with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll give it to the back. Inside the 45. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. Not much can impose your will on a defense like hopping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Here's the handoff. He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. Offense gets set for second down. Back to pass. The screen, and watch out. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Wants to go up top. They're setting up the screen. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Now on fourth down, they'll try to come away with 3. Never a doubt. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Draw play, quarterback keeps it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Leaves it with the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Hawkeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Running back searching for a hole. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this has been tough sledding. All right, this offense has really struggled to move the football, and this game's all but over. But here's the thing, man. Thank God you don't play this defense every week. And let's continue to work here and find something we do good and build maybe a little bit of momentum so next week we play a little bit better football.
And the Hawkeyes will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Wormley. There he goes. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
They forced ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll leave it with him. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
The Trojans really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
And the Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Isn't the play-action fake supposed to make those guys take a half a beat before they come and destroy the quarterback?
Yes, trying to slow them down as much as possible, but it's predicated, too, on me reading that and me seeing it, and they didn't bite it at all. You better run the football effectively if you're going to run play-action, because they did not bite on the play-action fake anymore.
7th play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. The give to the back. Didn't get nearly enough done on 3rd down. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. And he missed it. No good. Lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Lost to fire on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
And it's picked off for the third time today. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Trojans. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
And stop it. How about back-to-back weeks with pick sixes? This guy is now making plays, not just for his defense. He's scoring points, and I promise you the locker room is a lot of fun. Mr. Pick Six, he's going to get a lot of congratulations and a lot of accolades this week.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you can make a case this is the game of the week in the SEC. Texas is down right now, but there is still a ton of football to be played. And for a program that ranks inside the top 10 all-time in wins, don't be surprised if they come back. They're trailing by just 4 to Mississippi State. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Wants to throw on first down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Grabbed in the middle, it's Anderson. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Hawkeyes will line it up on first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Receiver.
Offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Spins away from the defense.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Hawkeyes will punt it away on fourth down. This will be a second time they've had to kick it away. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Fowler. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the play.
From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Spits it out to the back. Makes the catch. It's Wormley. Inside the 30, down to the 29. Time is running short here in the first half.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now. If they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
Looking to throw on 1st down. The short hands. It's Hawkins. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. On target to the left. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles.
The Hawkeyes will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Judowski. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. On the direct snap, it's Dalton. Brings it to the open. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. Picks up the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
And the Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Jet sweep to the receiver. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
So many offenses do this, right? They run the jet sweep. This defense was more than ready. They see it all the time. They got the penetration. That play had no chance to be successful.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. The sure hands, it's Fowler. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
That's the one danger defensively when you want to play zone coverage, because you leave a lot of windows and pockets out on the field. And if the offense and quarterback find one, they could hurt you. And you saw it right there on the crossing.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They go to the ground. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. And the Hawkeyes moving quickly to the line.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They'll run play action. Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. To the air on 2nd down. Fires complete on the crosser. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. The Hawkeyes are rolling down the field.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got a man, it's Anderson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Finds his big tight end. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa!
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
Looking for blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Snatches it on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
Well, he hauls that pass in. Big play for the offense. The Trojans have had such a history at this receiver position, right? You go back to Mike Williams, Keyshawn Johnson, Juju, and then Jordan Addison. There's always a playmaker on the perimeter of the field for the quarterback to take advantage of, and they've got to keep feeding this guy the football. He is dangerous.
They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football, create balance, and right here just choose up another 1st down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. Right now, he's doing some damage on this defense. If It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last one.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, USC!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Minnesota is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things in Minneapolis. Trust me when I tell you that. On this field and often, this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Nebraska. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Hawkeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Got it in the middle. It's Anderson. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Finds a man in the middle. Gets enough for the 1st down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the 3rd quarter. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You've put them back on their heels. Now,
turning it on. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening.
Well, that's called paying off good field position. You've got the lead here late in the game. You've got the ball back. You're on your opponent's side of the 50, and on your very first play, you break off a long run. This defense right now is playing on their heels late.
He'll throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Matthews. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
Got it! That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Give to the running back. And he'll be stuck. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Looking to the end zone. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They're showing that toughness using the ground game to create breathing room. They've got it out to the 15. The Hawkeyes want to pick up the tempo. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a...
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. And the Hawkeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass on second down. Under fire. Makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. Looking deep down the right side. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Now the offense has it 1st and 10 from its own 11. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking for a gap. It's Wormley. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Unloads to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Fowler. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. The Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. He's moving out of the pocket. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire...